Thank you for being prepared and on time for our math small group today. I can see that everyone has their materials ready, their notebook, and their pencil. Make sure that you are seated properly and that your eyes are on me or on the board as we go through our activity. Okay, so today we are going to be reviewing place value for math. It's what we've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and we do have a test coming up, so we'll be doing some review. Everyone have their paper? Good. Okay, I see them right there. All right, so we're going to be going through a series of problems. I am going to be solving some of them, but I expect you all to be ready to share as well. Got it? Okay, so first off, we're just going to review place value. When we are talking about place value, we are looking at the numbers in each place of a 2 or 3 digit number and determining their value. So, for example, if I have the number, can anyone tell me what number that is? Good, 246. I am glad I did not hear an and. That means something completely different. But when we look at this number, we know that from right to left, we have the hundreds, tens, and I said that opposite, didn't I? The ones, thank you for catching me, the ones, tens, and hundreds place. Let's label those. We have the ones, tens, and the hundreds. And we know that the number in each of those places represents a set of whatever the digit is, or whatever the place is. So this is 6 ones, 4 tens, and 2 hundreds. Combined makes 246. Can anyone tell me what kind of drawing or shape we use to represent the ones place? Yes. Good. A square or a circle, whatever you find to be easiest. I generally do circles. So let's represent the problem down here. We're kind of going in an opposite order, but that's all right. I've got 6 ones. What about the tens place? What do we use to represent the tens? A tens rod, great. And we don't want to waste time drawing a rectangle. We're just going to draw a straight line. So I have 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what about our hundreds? Yes, a square, that's right. Like that. 2 hundreds, 4 tens, and 6 ones. Perfect. Now, we can take this a step further and talk about the value of each place. When I look at this, I know that that 4 does not just represent 4, or it would be in the ones place. Instead, we want to look at the value, right? So in the ones place, we have 6 ones. 6 ones just has a value of 6. 4 tens, we can count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. The value of the tens place is 40. And in the hundreds place, we have 100, 200. The value of the hundreds place is 200. And look at that, we've made the expanded form. All we have to do is finish it off. And there we go. We almost have all of the different forms of the number. We have standard form, base 10 form, expanded form. All we need, does anyone remember? It would be word form, correct? Okay. So let's do another problem together. Let's look at our worksheet. Okay. I'm going to draw the place value blocks, and I want you to tell me their value, what it represents. So again, the squares represent hundreds, these are tens rods, and these are ones. So what would that represent? Okay, the digit in the hundreds place would be 4. Great. What about the tens place? 7. And what about the ones? 6, perfect. That would be 476. Alrighty. So now we're going to work together on all 4 forms of a number. We are going to do the one that is down here in the bottom corner. So we have the number, let me set this aside, 268. That's our number. Can anyone tell me what standard form is, what that means? Yes. Exactly. It's just the number form. That is what we are used to. So standard would be 268. Perfect. What about, let's see, what do I have next? Word. I want to make sure I do it in the same order that it's on your sheet. Expanded and base 10. Okay. Word form. The words, exactly. And you have that chart in your notebook that is going to help you with the spelling. So flip through your notebook, and I'm going to write it as you do, okay? The word 8 can be a little tricky, but I see you guys got it. Great job. What about expanded form? That is when we pull the number apart into the value of each place. So starting on the left, 200s. Are we just going to leave it at this? Nope. Its value is not 2. It is 200. Perfect. What about our tens place? Look at you guys. Okay. 60. And then the ones place, do we need to do anything? No. 268 is equal to 200 plus 60 plus 8. And what about our base 10 form? How many squares do we need to draw? 2, correct. There's a 2 in the hundreds place. How many tens? 6. Perfect. And what about the ones? What's in the ones place? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. You guys are doing a great job. Make sure your worksheet looks like mine. I'll give you a second and we are going to move on. Ooh. Okay, these are some of my favorite problems on the back. So number 6 on the back asks you to determine the value of the underlined digit. So we have the number 572, 984, 717, and 186. And I'm going to underline one of the digits. Okay. And it is your job to tell me the value, not just the number in the place, but its actual value. All right, so starting with 572, the 7 is underlined. What is the value of the underlined digit? 70, good. 70, 7 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Perfect. What about this one? I know that it would be 90. No? You disagree? Good catch. It would be 900 because the 9 is in the hundreds place, not the tens place. Great job. What about 717? Just 7, correct. Now, why is this one just 7 and it doesn't have any zeros at the end like the others? That's right, it's just in the ones place. And what about 186? It would be 80. You guys are rocking it. Okay. I know we're jumping around, but looking at the timer on the board, we only have a couple more minutes until we need to change to our next rotation. So what you are going to do, well, I'll tell you the directions in a moment. Okay, so this is another favorite type of problem. It's number 7. What is the total value of 14 tens rods? Draw the base 10 blocks and write the value in standard form. Okay, now, in order to determine the total value, we first need to draw 14 tens. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, how would we count these if we wanted to count every single one? We wouldn't count by ones. We would count by tens. However, is there a way that I could group some of these tens rods together to make it easier? Let me ask you another question. Could I make a set of 100 out of these tens rods? Yes, I could. I could take how many? 10. 10 tens equals 100. Okay, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's take these 10. We're going to get rid of them. We can't just get rid of them, we got to replace them. A set of 100. So we have 100 plus. How many tens? I see 4 tens remaining. And what is the value of 4 tens? 40. 100 plus 40 equals, perfect, 140. And there is the number in standard form. Okay. You guys did a great job. I think you are certainly prepared for our upcoming test. Now, what I would like you to do when you go to your next rotation is first tidy up like always, but then I would like you to complete all of the problems that we did not work on together. It shouldn't take you too long. If you would like to work with a partner, you are more than welcome to, or you can work on your own. But you guys did a great job, so I am going to clean off the board and get ready for our next rotation, so you guys can go ahead and get started, all right?